Do subscribe our Technoguru class channel and please don't forget to press that bell icon to receive further updates.
Hey, hello friends, this is Hitesh here. Welcome to our Technoguru class and the Python for Beginners series. This tutorial will be based on a list. I'll tell you what is list. I just introduced in my previous lecture what is list. Okay, you just saw one example of list. A list is basically something which is inside square brackets and separated by commas. Okay, there is something more called tuples. Tuple I'll tell you in next topic. I mean next tutorial. But in this topic I'll just cover list. Okay. Basically there are there are some differences between these two tuples and list. Okay. So key differences basically is what is list is mutable and tuple is basically immutable. And your question would be what is mutable and immutable? Okay. Uh, the mutable means like suppose if I have allotted some memory that some value had got some memory, so that value can be changed. Basically that's what the concept is. Okay, in simple language if I tell you, like I can change any random index value in list, but I cannot change value in tuple. Okay, so that's what the concept is. I can just do that. Okay, I'll just show you one example also of that. In list I can how I can do that. I'll just show you what is list. Okay, so let's say I have one list. Okay, basically list is a keyword. I cannot use direct list, so I'll just write list one, or I'll take a list lst, let it be list one. Okay, it's something that is written inside double inverted comma. So you can write, I'll just show you something like Harry, comma, as I said, comma separated, Jimmy, and let's say comma Peter, comma say John. Okay, so this is basically something I have list over here. Okay, I want if I want to display this list, don't need to write loops and all over you guys. You just put a list one, will display the entire list over here. Okay, that's what the concept is. So now you know how to create a list. Guys, what you can do is like if you can store multiple types of data as well over here. So what I can do is like Harry, Jimmy, I have stored over here. Suppose in between, if you want to store something like numeric value, okay, like let's say 76, and then suppose I want to store some value over here like 1995, okay, or 7. Okay, I'll just press enter. You can see it allows. Okay, so it will not get any error for this thing. So when you try to display that, you'll get those values displayed over here. So that is something called list. Okay, this is some advantage over here. Basically, you know, arrays and all in Java, where you can just store the single type of data. Okay, but here you can show this way. And one more thing, the concepts are quite few same for indexing over here. So if you say Harry, where is Harry? So Harry is basically in the list to zeroth index. Okay, the very first value is at the zeroth index. If you want to display that, you just put 0. And the same, like if you want if you write like say 2, so what you'll get is 76, because at second index you'll get 76. That way the concept is. And I told you that list is mutable. Okay, so how it is mutable, I'll just prove you that thing over here. I'll just prove you. Let's see, list of 2, list 2 of let's say 1. Okay, I want to store some data over here. I want to change that value. So Jimmy was there. I'll just try to change this. I'll say um, give me some interesting name, JC. Okay, I'll put JC over there. So you can see it will not give any error. That means this is a this is mutable. Okay, so I can change any value. Okay, if I try to just display that list again, see that values has been changed. Previously it was Jimmy. Now you can see after changing that value, you can see that change over here. But these things are not possible in tuple. Okay, and structure of tuple is something different, guys. So this way, let me tell you something more about this tuples and list. These are basically something called sequence. In Python, we call all things as sequence. You have lot more. We have 6 types of sequences in Python. Okay, so few I'll just introduce now. One you did is this is list. Second is tuple. Third, you will find dictionaries there. Okay, so there are a lot more. So those 3 are the important one that you can use in your programs, which are useful. Okay, so dictionary is also something new for you that you can just watch my tutorial on that. You'll find it's quite interesting. It's something new. Cool. So basically, what all functions, there are some inbuilt functions that you can use for lists. So I'll just show you those functions. Okay. So let's say I have a list of numbers. So let's say num equal to, I'll just put some number over here, to a random number. I'll put, guys, I'll just put 9 and let's say 6. So this was basically, I have one a list over here. Okay. So let's say I want to find the maximum among this. Okay, so you can use one function called max, and you can just pass num in this, so you'll get that count. It's 13. This is 13 is the maximum number. Same you can do for min. You just have to put min and you just put that list name. You will get the minimum number. Okay, one more function I'll just tell you guys. Let's see, len of num. If I enter, so you can see you'll get 5. Okay, so these are some basic functions that you can use. um, what I felt is important, there are a lot more functions you can just find out. You can just google out. You'll get once you will just my concept was just to let you know how does those functions are used. Let's say I'll just show you some list member function. Okay, so I'll just show you here list one dot. Let's say I want to here you can see these all are functions. Basically what I want to tell you. Okay, so basic one I'll tell you, append. Now what is append? Append means is something that you want to add in that. Okay, so let's say I want to add append um, Mary. Okay, so if I just press enter and if I try to display this, so you can see that this is Harry, Jimmy, Peter, John and Mary. Basically I added these things in list 1. Okay, so list 1 is over here. You can see Harry, Jimmy, Peter, John. I just added those data in my list 1, so that's the reason you're getting this kind of over here. Cool. So Mary is added at the end, correct? So next, I'll just show you more over here. List one dot. Let's say there are some function. I'll just show you count. Okay. So I'll not take list over here. Let's say I will take one more uh, list. Let's say number. Okay. I'll just take 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 5, 2. Okay, so this is basically a number list. I'll just display this now. Suppose I want to count something from this. Let's say I'll say num dot count. I want to count how much 2 I have in my list. If you just enter that object name, it will just check how many times that 2 is present in my list. Okay, so there are quite few more things. You can just see num dot. I'll just show you a little more over here. You can see what I want to show you, sort. Okay, so sort, and if you just press enter and if you try to display that num, you can see that array got sorted over here in my in one order. Okay, that is ascending order. Few more things. If I just write num dot let's say reverse. Okay, and if I press enter and if you try to display that num, so those ascending values got transformed into descending order. Okay, so few more things. Let's say I want to write something like num dot let's see, I'll just show you um, insert. Okay, insert what now? Insert, I want to insert those data in one particular index. Okay, let's see, I want to I want to store something in first index. Okay, now what I want to store is, I'll say 12. Okay, so I'll just press enter, and if you just try to display, so you can see 12 got added in first index. Okay, so here you can see the first index. At the place of first index, you have just inserted one data. It will not you say, like, it will not change your data, guys. You can see the length of this array size has been increases. The value got shifted to the bottom. Okay, just because that value got added. This is something called mutable concept. This is what you have advantage in what you say list. Okay, so few more functions are there. You can see, you just find out over here num dot let's say extend. Okay, this is quite interesting. Okay, let's see, num dot extend. Now you want to extend this list. Let's say I want to add some more strings over here, like I want to add more lists over here, like you can say 13, 15, 16. These are some values that I want to add in num itself. Okay, if I press enter, and if you try to display num, now you can see this list got extended with my previous, I mean, with my current num list. Okay, so this is something cool over here. Some more interesting things over here, like I'll show you. If I have a num as um, list, plus I'll try to add list one in that. So you can see, if I add this both list, it will get added. So this is something quite tricky that you didn't found in Java, and you can say C++. Okay, so here operation of to list is directly possible. As if you know that slicing I did for strings, that also you can do over here. As if you say, like, if I want to display something from num, from the second index to the, let's say, sixth index, and you know it will not take till 6, it will take till fifth index. If you just press enter, you will get those values only. You'll not get everything over here. So those are slicing methods you can apply over. If you want, like, I want to display all values starting from third index and continue it. Okay, I'll not specify any range, so that means till end I want everything over here. So if you just press enter, you can see it just started from third index, so that is like 0 1 2 3. So it starts from 3 and it takes onwards everything. Okay, and quite few more, like you can do all slicing, as I said, 2. And if you just set an increment operator, increment value 2, so you can just find out 2 means, let's say here you have that, so 1 2, so first is 3, then it will take 2, and then it will take 2, and then it will take 1 and 15, so that way. So you can, if you just if you don't have it, this idea of slicing, you can just watch my previous video regarding slicing. I'll just share that link also in my description. Thank you for watching. In list this much only.